Alright, I gotta tell y'all something, bro. This is our story, bruh. This is like where we're from and whatnot. All right, here we go. All right, so a long ass time ago, right? I was a soul, and I was a being of like, I was just light, bruh. And we lived in the crib. Like the crib is where like all the souls are, like everybody, man, everything you could think of, man. All the souls are right there. You feel me? All right, so our Father, man, the highest of all high, man. I'm telling you, he's lit. He also lives here. You feel me? He also lives with us. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, man. So like in the midst of all the peace and serenity and everything that was going on, like I started to feel a little different. Like there was something pushing me to go somewhere else, you feel me? So like it just kept pushing me, and then eventually I went down to this new place, bro. It's like a new world where I can like play my part, you feel me? It was man, I was zooming through that thing, I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. So I get here, you feel me? I get here. And like on this new place, bro, it's like real beautiful. It's like everything that you need is right there. Like I was fully loaded, like I was supreme, bro. I was a full charge, like straight Duracell. Like I was like, "What's up, my boy? What's good? What's up, homie? What's good?" And like I was so aware of my truth and who I really was. I was a being of light, bro. Like man, for real, man. I used to sell, right? So I used to get everything, bro, and I just start handing it out to people for real. I was just handing it out, like, and then like a lot of time passed, man, and like I started to become more aware of my physical body, and everything started to change. Everything, man, my battery wasn't as charged. It wasn't as charged, but I was still fully charged, you feel me? That was my plug. Don't worry about him, that's what we do. Alright, so as a new being on this earth, man, I'm still aware of my true self. So, you know, I still hook people up when I could. I was feeling the truth and the powerfulness. It was lit. So, you know, I was like, let's go ahead and hook the boys up. So I was enjoying everything, you know what I mean? Going through everything, love, peace, health, there you go, homie. Happiness, all that, there you go, homie. And like everything was lit, man, there you go, homie. So like we was just living life beautiful, bro. But then one day, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, shit got real. Like, shit got real. I forgot who I was, my friend. Like, I did not know who I was. I lost everything. So I started creating, like, these little false little eyes, bro. That's what we're gonna call them. Like, possessions, talents, wealth, beauty, strength, everything. Like, just being the most lit person I could be. Like, I just kept making these little identities because I wasn't what I really was, you feel me? And then I started to really identify with them to where they started being a part of who I was. So instead of being spiritual, I started being more like body conscious. Like I only cared about the flesh and all this little crap, man. Oh, man. The biggest reason I knew this was happening because I started getting sad. Like I started feeling like real sad about a lot of things, and like everybody just kept being in competition and kept trying to like be better than each other, bro. It was common. It was crazy. Like watch this, bro. Watch. World star, boom, right there in the chest, bro. Like who does that? Like oh my god, bro, that was crazy. And like I went from being like fully charged to like this little half charged little thing, bro. And like I just completely identified myself with all these little eyes that I created just for fun. Like I actually identified with it, and then the world just started dividing because people started speaking differently out of nowhere. Like people just started like separating themselves even more. Even the idea of like the Muslims, Buddhists, Christians, like all these religions just started popping up, bro. And then like it just like they tried to help us with conflict and sadness, but yet like the sorrow and the pain and everything, bro, was still here. And by that time, man, I totally forgot who I was, bro. I totally forgot who I was. Like man. But like I went from being like soul conscious to just caring about the physical. And like all the original things I had, like peace, purity, freaking power, wisdom, love, joy, man, even bliss, it all went away, and all I had was just lust, anger, and I had a greed, I had attachment, I had ego, just carelessness, laziness, like bro, man, it was just everywhere, bro. I'm telling you, it was everywhere, man. It was and then like the sadness, bro, and not finding peace, bro, it just kept increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing, bro. And like I fully transformed into this physical being, bro. And like my battery was like almost done. Like I'm telling you, like nothing, bro, to where like my true identity, it was just surrounded by those eyes that I created. Like all those things I identified with, man. Can't believe this, man. It was everywhere. Like everything corrupted, polluted. Everybody was degrading themselves. Like Man, like one day, bro. One day, like, it was in the midst of all the bad crap. He came back. The one we call God, our Father, the Supreme Being. My boy came back, you feel me? He was like, nope. And he reintroduced who he was. And he told us everything. Everything. And like, in this way, like, he really introduced himself and let us know who we were. Our original selves. And the secret of life. Like, things about actions, relationships, like good luck, bad luck, winning, losing, all of that, man. He taught us everything, everything. And then one day he taught us this form of yoga that, like, you meditate and it connects you to him, or like connects you to his true power, like to singularity, like, and then we recognize who we truly were in that moment. We were the soul, we were the light. You know what I mean? We were just like the Father. We were just like the divine. We were complete. We were complete, man. And I woke up. And I went back to my true characteristics. I became fully charged again, man. We went back to the crib, man. Yeah. We was all there, man. And the word I know, it got renewed. And I rested in the soul world, man. I rested. And I just waited for the next time I had to come back to earth so I could play my part. That's all it is, man. That's all it is.